Ladies and gentlemen, Roger Flynn.
How do you inspire people when their colleagues have just been fired? How do you inspire people when they have to work harder and harder and harder? And how do you inspire people when you can't tell them that their job is safe? I've had a privilege in my career of working for, not Charles Darwin, feeling old but not that old. Absolute privilege to work for these organisations at times of immense transformation in all of them. So what of Richard Branson? Here is a man who embodies Virgin and vice versa. And it's the best example I've ever seen of complete alignment of business strategy, customer proposition and values, or the way we do things around here. Now, most organisations try and get their leaders to live up to the values of the organisation, to try and aspire to be that way. But here it's completely one and the same, and he doesn't even have to think about the way he behaves and the way he does things, because it embodies the Virgin values. But the other thing about Virgin, and I was there for 7 years with him, and I worked directly for him, was he built leaders. He inspired people to become better leaders. My personal target within that was a third of it, about 400 million, where I took back office service functions of the BBC and put them into companies in order to make them commercial and in the end sell them on. And we did that with 4,500 people in the back office. Now that's a massive cultural and leadership challenge to make that happen. We also had input from a UK guru on change, a man called David Brent from The Office. You ever heard him? Fantastic. He gave us some real pearls of wisdom. One of them was, you have to be 100% behind someone before you can stab them in the back. Here's what happened. 10,000 staff out of the 26 volunteered to go through this process and create the values. 2,000 change ideas came up within that process, 700 of which we implemented. The values were created by everyone in the organisation. We sat in an executive meeting, one of my colleagues said, I'm not sure I like this phrasing or I like this one. And Greg said, well, it's nothing to do with you. The people have decided you can't change it, but they'll murder you. It's their values. They will live that way. We have to ascribe to it. We just have to accept it. Huge excitement and energy about where we wanted to go and huge momentum behind the organisation because we empowered them to make a difference. We trusted them to come up with some good stuff and they didn't let us down. Absolutely not. And that's why they cried, in my view. All eyes are on you in your organisation. Your passion for the business, your energy you give to the business, the amount of commitment you give to it, people will notice. And what you do speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you say. What you do speaks so loudly, I can't hear what you say. So how compelling is your vision? How clear is your business model? Do your values really come alive? And are you the leader that they need you to be to deliver superior results? Thank you.